I'm going to do an insight video today. I haven't done one for about the last week, and I feel like there's been a lot of things happening within my own energy and my own vibration where I'm sort of like I'm filtering and I'm starting to release and dissolve things that do not align with me or do not sort of align in my purpose in my or unify with me. And sort of so over the last week I've been very much looking at my vibration and my frequency. And I feel this is happening for a lot of us at the moment, that we're going through this transformation within our own reality, within our own life, where things that used to sit with you and things that used to sort of align with you are not aligning, because there's a shift in like consciousness, there's a shift in vibration and frequency for many of us. As we start to vibrate on a different frequency and a different level of consciousness, we start to let go of things that within our lives or within our realities that used to align. As these higher vibrations, these higher frequencies come into our reality and into our vibration, we start to sort of shift and change, and start to create and manifest reality in a different way. And I feel this is happening for many of us at the moment. And the filtering sort of process is part of the universal law of perpetual transmutation and transformation. Transmutation and transformation, which is very much around, again, looking at vibration and frequency and dissolving things. And then what you're left with is, when you start to dissolve things, you're left with a new state of consciousness, this new state of being, and this new state of awareness. And this is what I feel that many of us are sort of like aligning with. I keep getting this sense of this diamond consciousness, which is like, I keep seeing it as like a white energy, and this diamond consciousness comes around me, and it's very much around sort of like this fifth dimensional reality, this fifth dimensional awareness. And the diamond consciousness is about union, and it's about union of sort of like where you start to unify your infinite self, and you start to express that infinite self through the external reality. So what it's doing is it's unifying the 3D consciousness, the 3D reality, with the 5D reality and the 5D consciousness. So that level of consciousness is aligning from the 5D to the 3D. And again, the 5D is very much around this sense of source creator, your seed of creation, your source creator that's within you. And knowing that from the universal law of correspondence, which is going within, and living within vibration and frequency, you understand that the external world is only a reflection of that, it's only a mirror of that. So you start to realize that creating from your center, creating from your inner, your universal law of correspondence, that you are the source creator, you are creating and manifesting reality externally from your center, from your source energy. So you start to realize, and this is where this aligned perfectly with the perpetual transmutation, because it starts to allow your consciousness and your awareness and your vibration, your frequency to shift, and you start to see that the external reality is only a mirror of your internal reality. So you start to live from a place of inner source, inner vibration, inner frequency, and you start to then open up your energy centers, and you walk in vibration, you walk in frequency, and you create and manifest from there. Again, this connects to the ascended master of Lord Lanto, who was very much connected around illumination, and his story is that he had this illuminated source, this illuminated center, which is like his heart, and wherever he would sort of go, and wherever he was around, his vibration frequency, that source energy would be felt. It would connect to others, and then it would awaken that within other people. And I feel this is part of what we're doing here, as we start to connect and sort of align with and unify with our source energy. Then we start to then open up to this source vibration, this infinite self. And then what that does is, when we walk it and vibrate as that infinite self, we connect and unify with other beings and other sort of bit of people. And it also, we're part of a collective expansion as well here, because as we start to open up and we start to vibrate in a different way, then we start to connect with others in that way. And then and we're all sort of like seeds of awareness in each being, and each of us are connected to each other. We're all part of this same vibration, the same oneness vibration. And as we walk as that vibration, we walk as that frequency, then we align with each other, and we're all sort of keys of consciousness for each other. We all awaken through our own sort of connections with each other. We awaken this consciousness, this awareness. And this doesn't just happen on an individual level, it happens on an infinite level, because source energy and source vibration works that way. You know, we all connect through our source energy. We're all the same vibration, we're all the same frequency in that way. We're all created and manifested from that source energy. And this is part of the fifth dimensional consciousness, and the fifth dimensional frequency is also knowing that all is one. We're all one vibration, we're all one frequency. And again, this is the universal law of oneness. And it connects directly with the universal law of vibration and frequency. And as I've talked about source living in the past, source living is this: living from vibration, living from frequency, living from your essence. And each and every one of us are here to connect in that way. When you talk about spiritual cultures in the past, and people have talked about Atlantis and Lemuria, they very much lived on a vibrational frequency, and many beings are awakening to that kind of awareness again, that we're all vibrations and frequency, and that our reality is only a mirror of what we're creating and manifesting from our inner source. But it also, we understand that from that inner source we're all connected, we're all part of the same vibration, that we all sort of align and connect with each other and unify with each other. And it also then, in, like I said, in these times of Atlantis and Lemuria, they were very much sort of like connected on a vibrational frequency. They were energetic beings walking as vibrations and frequencies. And we're aligning that, and we're starting to unify and get connected again to that kind of vibration. That we're all connected, and together, if we raise our vibrations of consciousness and awareness, we create a new vibration, a new frequency on this plane of existence, this planet. And many of us are awakening to that. So the daily practice is to just spend time within your inner source. Take time through meditation, take time through visioning, take time through using crystals to awaken your own source vibration, your own frequency, because that's only where you're going to find your purpose. Because your infinite self knows what your purpose is, why you're here, what have you sort of like come back, or what have you incarnated for. It's your purpose knows this, the infinite self knows this, and we're all on that journey. And the more time you spend to awaken your frequency, awaken your source energy, your source creator within you, the more that you'll sort of start to align with your purpose, of what you're here for. Why have you come back? And many of us are starting to do this. We're starting to awaken to a frequency where we can start to then align and create and manifest a reality from our inner source. And then what we start to do is we start to dissolve the 3D reality, and we will start to create, manifest, and anchor in a fifth dimensional consciousness and a fifth dimensional frequency, which is what we're here for. Because the fifth dimensional frequency connects to the infinite frequency of source energy, and the many different realities and dimensions of vibration and frequency, and the many different sort of like beings of infinite consciousness and infinite vibration and frequency. When you look at ascended masters and you look at guides, angels, and all these kind of frequencies, they are infinite beings living through vibration and frequency, and living in energetic realities and dimensions of consciousness. And each and every one of us has the ability to expand our consciousness, and each and every one of us are here doing that at the moment. We're anchoring this fifth dimensional reality, this fifth dimensional consciousness, so we can shift and align and start to express our source energy to the external world and the 3D reality, to dissolve that and unify it with the fifth dimensional reality. Many of us are going through this. We're shifting and changing our own individual reality, but we're also then, by doing that, we're connecting to an infinite collective reality, the infinite source energy that's flowing into each and every one of us. We need to be, like I said, daily practices of dissolving, of transmutation and transformation, where we're daily filtering so that we can start to live in that vibration, that frequency, so we don't feel powerless but feel powerful as beings of light and energy. And many of us are starting to align with that again. We're starting to align to shift, change reality, and start to dissolve, and start to bring in this new consciousness and this new reality. And it's a practice. Everything takes practice. It takes quite a while to start to feel that vibration and live within it. And through living through that vibration, you're living in security. You're living in trust. You're living in the awareness that things are being created, and things are aligning in the way they should do. because many of us live on a third dimensional reality where we're very much, where I've talked about universal law of polarity, where we talk about like positive and negatives. A lot of us live in a reality at times, in the 3D reality, where we feel, where we might live in fear, or we might live in doubt, we might live in insecurity, and all of those are like lower sort of frequencies of the universal law of polarity. And when we start to align and live in the fifth dimensional reality, in the inner source, we start to live from a place of purpose, we live from a place of security, we live from a place of trust, understanding and awareness that things are aligning the way they should do, but also an understanding that we're a channel of this infinite source energy of creation, the seed of creation, and we can create and manifest things that will align with our purpose, but align it in a reality that brings us joy, happiness, peace, understanding, awareness, and union. And we can live from a place where we're fulfilled, secure, not from a place of fear, doubt, worry. And a lot of this shifting to the fifth dimension is around that, is feeling unified, secure, understand, and have the awareness that we can create and manifest. And perpetual transmutation is a really important part of this. It connects to when they talk about ascended masters, Saint Germain, and they talk about this violet flame. Violet flame is a transmutation, and any kind of flames relate to unify, but like purification. And we're all going through this purification at the moment as we start to align this and anchor in this new consciousness, this new awareness within our realities and within our lives. That's the insight for today.